Hey guys, what is going on and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft video. Today, boys and girls, what we're going to be doing is building yet again another survival base, and this one is pretty different to most of the things that I've seen on YouTube, honestly. I came out of it earlier when I was in a call, and I think it's pretty good. So this is it in front of me. It's kind of got this like circle design to it. Big tree in the middle with a nether portal. Inside the tree, you can get up into the tree. There is a bedroom kind of around back kind of thing, and everything you need is actually inside of this kind of like circle shape. So if we just go in here, as you can see, oh, it's auto jumping. As you can see, chests, furnaces, pretty much around every corner that you can see. We got armor stands, we've got more storage at the back, and then if you come through here into this kind of little like wheat oasis in the center, it's really awesome. You know, it's really cool shapes. It would look amazing in, say, like an SMP world. You can also go down into an enchanting room down there, which we'll get onto in the video, of course. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into building this thing. Okay, so the materials that we are going to be using to start off with are some oak wood planks, some oak wood, some cobblestone, some oak fence, some oak wood stairs, some oak leaves, and some stone slabs. As per usual, there will be some more materials needed, but we'll get to those when we need them in the tutorial. Okay, so what I have done is actually marked out a center block. You're going to want to do that too. We are going to replace this with that big tree you can see in the middle, of course, but for now, you are just going to want to place a center block to mark out this. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, we're just going to place an oak plank like this, and we're going to bring it up by 3, and bring it up by 4 blocks, just like so. What we're now going to do with this is actually do something called a 3 by 2 by 1 circle. So we're going to do 3, we're going to do 2, 1, 2 this way, and then another 3, and like this middle block here should align with the middle block, just like on this side. So as you can see, that is one corner of our circle, and what we're going to do is actually do this again: 2 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 2 to 1 and to 2 again, and from like the top you have this circle. Now what we're going to do is actually bring these up to 4 blocks high, just like we did there. So all the way around, you're just going to want to continue to do these until they're 4 blocks. Perfect. So now they should all be 4 in height, and from the center you should have a completely closed off, I guess, 4 block high circle all the way around. What we can now do is go around on each side and remove the middle section like this. We're going to do that on all 4 sides of the circle, like so. We're going to come around to kind of, I guess, the front of them, and we're going to place an upside down stairs 2 block up, leaving a 1 block gap at the top. And like I said, we're going to do this on all 4 sides until they all have the upside down stair on them, and all of them should be looking like so. Okay, what we're now going to do is count 1, 2 blocks away and place an oak log like this. Count 2 either side like so, and then we're going to count 1 block, 3 blocks, 1 block, 3 blocks, 1 block, 3 blocks, and 1 block. We're going to place all of these as some oak logs, like so. We're going to go in, we're going to grab our wooden pressure plates, or whatever pressure plate you want to use, stone, wood, it doesn't really matter. As long as they look pretty cool and how you like it, we can get rid of those now. And from above, you kind of have this like little 3 by 1 circle inside of our bigger circle. Now what we can do is grab our cobblestone, and we can just replace the middle block in all of these doorways with some cobblestone. We can then go in and grab ourselves some oak fence gates, and what we're going to do is just place them in each doorway, just like this. Now we're going to delete 3 blocks in front of oak logs each side, and we're going to go in, we're going to grab ourselves our water bucket, and we're just going to fill those in all the way, giving you a 3 by 3 grass square in the center with your oak log in the middle, and that is where our tree is going to go. Before we add the tree in the center though, I do want to add the outer circle, so we are going to do that right now, and we're going to jump 3 blocks away from this cobble block where the fence gate is like on to here. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave this gap, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and what we're going to do is place an upside down stair and an upside down stair just like so. The door will be there, so you know, be prepared, that's where it's going to be. We're also going to place, let's see, a block on this side and a block on this side until you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of oak. And then what we're going to be doing is placing 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 1 block like this, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you get the pattern, so it goes 2, 2, 1, 2, and 2, and 5 all the way along. Let's do that again. 2, 2, 1, double 2, 5 blocks of oak like this. 2, 2, 1, 2, and 2. So from above, what I'm going to do is show you. As you can see, you can count all the blocks there, and you should get your circle perfect. We're now just going to be bringing all these oak blocks up till they're 4 in height like the rest of the build. Okay, so now all of our oak blocks should be 4 in height. What we're now going to do is actually go to these 3 sides like that, the 2 sides and the back. And what we're going to do is delete these 2 middle blocks up the top, so 2 blocks should still be there of oak. We're going to place a normal stair and an upside down stair, making this kind of little like squared indent, I guess, in the wall. It's just for a little bit of detail, you don't have to add it, but you know, I just thought personally, it did look pretty cool and, you know, made the walls look a little bit less bland, if that makes any sense at all. We can now go in and grab ourselves an oak door or a door of your choice, spruce, birch, jungle, whatever floats your frickin' boat. But we're just going to go and place that like this, and then we're going to go in and grab ourselves our water buckets. And we're going to start digging. Okay, you're going to leave this block here because, of course, it's where you're going to walk in to get your door. But apart from that, we're going to delete all the blocks, 1 block in front of the oak, all the way around the build, like this. I don't know why I'm showing you this. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you know, some people do need to see this kind of stuff. So all the way around, digging, like this. We're now going to go around and fill all of them blocks with water. Just like that. And then what we're going to do on top of the water is place leaves. Okay, so what we should have now around the entire base is water underneath leaf blocks surrounding the entire build, as you can see, like I've got in front of me. And of course, the only block missing is this one in the center. You're not going to have that because that is actually going to be, you know, where you access the build. If you want to put leaves there and not be able to enter your build, be my guest, but it's not going to be very functional. And you also don't have to put the water under that. I just thought it looked a little bit nicer. And, you know, leaves on top of grass, it looks a bit boring. The water, especially in shaders, gives you something a little more to look at. Okay, now on this inside kind of ring in between each oak wall, we're just going to start removing the grass blocks, all the dirt blocks, whatever you've got in your world. And we're going to be replacing those with some cobblestone. So I'm just going to speed it up, but all of this is going to be replaced with cobblestone blocks. So now that entire inner ring should be filled with cobblestone. What we can also do in this section, next to the front door, is place 2 cobblestone blocks here, delete this pressure plate and this oak block, and place 1, 2 oak blocks just like so. We're now going to go around to each of the other sides and place 2 cobblestone into the middle, because of course these pathways will lead into the middle and there's no point having crops on them. But other than that, we're going to grab our diamond hoe, we're going to dig all of this grass up, and we're going to start placing down our seeds. Now, I'm going to grow wheat here. You know, my personal preference, you could grow carrots, you could do watermelons, whatever you really wanted, honestly, as long as it's farmland. It doesn't even have to be farmland. It could just have, like, leaves or plants, whatever. But I figured with one of these, like, ultimate survival bases, what you're going to want is definitely an area to farm crops. So it just kind of made sense, you know, for me to have this little area, because it's not really going to be used for much else as farmland. I'm going to quickly bone mill this, but then I'll be straight back. So as you can see, our middle section is all bone milled up. You know, in survival, you're going to have to wait for it to grow. But, you know, as this is a tutorial, I just thought I'd bone mill it. So we have the final kind of form of the wheat. Now to place our tree. Okay, so I'm going to place my sapling in the middle, just like this. And what we're going to be doing is placing a block, like so. We're going to place a ring of slabs. Any slab, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be stone like this. Delete the corners. I don't know if that kind of matters, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Okay, I'm now going to bone mill this, and hopefully it turns into a pretty big oak tree. Sometimes they're really crap, so, you know, just kind of hold on to that. Do we have a nice big one? Hey, okay, that's perfect. Okay, so we've got a nice big tree. We might have to add a few more leaves onto it in, you know, the future, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's kind of one of that size. We're going to delete all of these now, and what we're going to do is remove this block, because this is actually where our enchantment room is going to go down to, so just bear that in mind. You don't want to place anything on this block. We're going to go grab ourselves some random leaves. Oh, we already had some in the inventory. We're just going to place some leaves down. Then we're also going to go and grab ourselves some bone meal and start bone milling this little middle section up, adding some plants, and so hopefully making it look a little bit nicer and, you know, better to look at. But apart from that, the middle section is actually done. Okay, now what we need to be doing is actually placing or filling in this kind of empty area on the top of the blocks with some stone slabs. You're also going to want to fill in this little middle block here where there is a gap. Ooh, a tiny little kind of like slab gap, as you can see, up above each doorway. But apart from that, all you're going to want to do is go in and place stone slabs all the way in this gap, filling in the roof. you should now have is this entire area filled in with stone slabs. What we're now going to do is jump to this little corner block here, remove the stone slab, do exactly the same on the other side. So you have the 5 blocks, you jump one diagonal and remove it. We're going to do exactly the same on this side, just remove these 2 slabs. That is going to be where the ladders go to come up to the top of this build. What we're also going to do with the slabs is, well, you might have to do a little bit of a kind of tree removal, which doesn't really matter too much. Perfect. We're going to start placing all the slabs, and they're going to kind of connect basically to the middle of the tree. You're going to want to do that on all sides. So basically what this is going to allow you to do is walk from this walkway around straight into the tree, where you can access the nether portal that we are going to be placing in just a little bit. So as you can see, you're going to want to remove some of these until you reach the middle trunk, of course. It's okay to go through the tree. It's kind of the idea of it. You know, it's a little bit hidden. It's a little bit kind of away from everything. But you just kind of have to remove the leaves, and you walk through there. And then, of course, you grab a ladder in the middle. And that will eventually take you to your nether portal. Now we're going to be grabbing our fences. And what we're going to be doing is placing them on the block. And then you're going to, of course, place one on the corner of the stone. And then go all the way around. You're going to do this around the whole kind of outside of the build. And continue this kind of pattern going like so. Like this. You're going to then want to do this on the inside, but leave these middle blocks completely open. You don't want anything on this slab here, but everywhere else around the entire thing, we are just going to have fence posts to kind of support and make sure you don't fall into the little farm below. Perfect. Okay, now on the back of the build, so that is the front with the door, and this is the back, we are going to be placing 1, 2, 3 extra fence posts on there. We're going to jump 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, place another 1, 2, 3. Oh, I placed it in the middle. And then on these corners, we're also going to place another 3 fence posts. So 1, 2, 3, like so. On top of those, we're then going to place ourselves a carpet of your choice. I'm going to use white because I just think it looks bright, a bit summery, and I actually just prefer white carpet. In the middle of these, we're going to place some string, just like this. You could just add a slab roof, but it just looks a bit more chunky, not as sleek, and I guess cool as the string and carpet. You're going to fill in string in the center as well, like this. You can't really see it because I'm in the shaders mod, but you know, you'll know because the carpet will stay on top of the string. Do I have a string in the middle? See, I didn't have a string there, and that is a lesson you should learn. Always put string under carpet, like so. All of this. And from the top, you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of like carpet sheet. And then under that, we're actually going to have our bedroom. So whilst we're here, we might as well actually just go ahead and add a little bed, and just like this. And we can also go in and add some torches like that. 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. And that is actually the little bedroom that I made. It's not much, but you know, it's just somewhere to sleep in the base, which is all you really need. You can also go around the bed with any carpet of your choice. I'm just going to use the dark grey because it looks better on floors. But I think that personally kind of like just adds the icing on the cake and makes this little bedroom pretty sweet. Okay, yet again with our fences, we're going to go on the outside of the build. And next to every 5 block, I guess, kind of section of oak, we're just going to add 3 kind of oak fences at the side of it. Just kind of make it look like it's got a little bit of support. So we're going to go around the entire build and we're going to do that on each side. Like this. As you can see, I'm not bringing it all the way to the top like that because then that would connect and look a little bit weird. I'm just kind of bringing it 1, 2, 3 blocks up, making the build look a little bit more sturdier and, in my opinion, a little bit more circular. Okay, now we're going to be doing some stuff on the inside of this build. So first things first is to remove these blocks in between each of the 3 block sections here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks should be deleted. And all of these are going to be replaced with some fence posts you can kind of see into this little middle section, and it actually lets in a lot more natural light. So we don't have to kind of spam the place with torches. We will add some torches, of course, but not as many that would be needed if it was still like, you know, that dark inside. So as you can see, I'm just replacing all of these oak blocks with the oak fence. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak fences if you want to know the number in total like this. Perfect. We can get rid of the fences now. What we're now going to do is all of these gaps that we placed earlier with the stone slabs, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 ladders. Of course, now we can access the top. If you didn't have the ladders, you wouldn't be able to do that. I guess you'd do a little slime block method if that's a thing. But you know, personally, I just think ladders are much easier. And you know, just, it's cool. Make ladders. Next thing we're going to do is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs on this side. We're going to do it on the other side as well, but just for now, we're doing it there. We're going to place an oak stair upside down on each side of that. We're then going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 furnaces like this. We need to go in and actually grab ourselves a crafting table. 1, 2 crafting tables, and then 1, 2 chests on either side. I figured we'd put the chest there just in case you wanted to store maybe some smelted food or anything like that. We're then going to place a torch either side of that on the middle block. We can then go all the way to the other side of the building, kind of skip around just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs like this. 9 furnaces in the center, upside down stairs of course, crafting table, chest, and then the 2 torches on each of the sides. On this back section here, we're actually going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and do exactly the same with some chests, and in the middle we're just going to place a simple torch. Then on these little corner blocks here, we're going to place an armor stand and an armor stand like this, an armor stand and an armor stand just there as well. And then on these sides, we're not going to be placing armor stands, but 1, 2, 3 chests on each side, like so. And we're just going to place a torch on the middle blocks facing inwards, kind of next to the chest, for a little extra lighting. Now, you know, you've got plenty of storage in here. You don't have to add all these like chests if you don't want to. I just figured maybe it would be a pretty good idea because now you've got a load of storage, and I just think personally it's pretty cool. I'm now going to go in and grab some iron armor. I'm just going to fill up all of these with the iron armor. You don't have to. You could add whatever armor you have, or you could just replace these with more chests if you would prefer more storage. I just figured it is a base. You're going to want kind of everything that you need, and I just figured 4 armor stands would probably be just enough. Okay, the next task on our list for this survival base is actually to add the enchantment room. Now, this is a pretty cool enchantment room. It goes under the tree, and we are going to start here, like I said earlier. So what we're going to be doing is counting down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to replace these with some oak logs, just like so. We're then going to dig down to where the final block kind of is, so you should have your 6 blocks of oak looking like this. And we're now going to dig out 1, 2 on this side. Okay, you should have 2 blocks going this way, and we're going to dig 2 blocks going this way as well. And you're also going to leave these 2 blocks here. Okay, they're going to be 2, right? So now what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks wide, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks this way. You're now going to dig out this 5x5 section. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 5 blocks going along here, 5 blocks here, and 5 blocks here. Okay, we're then going to be deleting these 2 blocks either side of the trunk. Place it with oak. We're then going to place an oak block just like this, and the rest of this minus this block here is actually going to be oak as well. So we're going to count around the little ladder way just like this, and then the rest of this is all going to be oak wood. Oh, I fell into a block. I didn't even realize that had been deleted. But all of this is going to be oak, and that is going to be our ceiling. And then what we're going to do is actually remove the flooring, and we're going to place it down some stone slabs. So, oh god, we can't even see in here now. So we're going to have to place just a random torch on the wall for a second. All of this is going to be stone slabs, like this. Perfect. We can now get rid of them because we no longer need them. Now in this corner, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 oak like this. In this corner, we're going to do exactly the same, just like so. We're then going to place 1, 2, 3 oak blocks there. Come to this side, do exactly the same. Remove these 3 blocks inside of here. Replace these blocks with oak wood. Delete these 3 blocks once again. Place 3 stone bricks in between them. And then, of course, we're going to replace the floor ones with some stone slabs. We did need them again. I lied. And then we're going to replace all the remaining dirt blocks around the walls with some stone bricks. Okay, you can use whatever material you want. I think white wool would probably look pretty good in there as well. Kind of give it that Tudorish medieval look. And then these ones are also going to be stone. Delete the torch and replace those. And we'll just grab quickly another torch. We're then going to place 2 torches like that. 1, 2 torches just like so. We're going to place 2 torches in there like this. Anvil, like that. We can then place our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 6 ladders like this. Our enchantment table is actually going to go 2 blocks away from the ladder. We're then going to place 6 blocks of bookshelves here, 6 here, and 6 here, and hopefully that should be enough. I don't know, you know, add more if you do need them, but hopefully that is enough to cook up some pretty good enchantments. The final thing we need to do on the enchantment room is actually come to the top here, place ourselves a little trapdoor like this, kind of hiding it away, and if you need to get into it, you open the trapdoor and go down into the enchantment room. Okay, so now the final thing we need to do to complete this place is add our nether portal, which we haven't done yet, and of course it's going to go in the top of this tree section, just like that one over there. Now, as you can see, the tree over there is a little bit bigger, so we have a little bit of a smaller tree to work with. We can add more leaves if we want to, but I think it's kind of nice that each tree is different. So if you don't make this base, everyone kind of has a little different or a bit of variation to their base, making them not all the same. But we are going to come into the center here. We're going to break about 2 more blocks up than we already did, and we're just going to replace those with ladders. Okay, we're then going to delete, you know, some of these blocks in here. It completely depends on your tree, so remember that, guys. What I'm then going to do is place 1, 2, 3, or pretty much just build my nether portal into the tree like this. Just like so. I'm going to do it like this, so I'm going to keep the corners off kind of thing, but you know, it's completely up to you. And I'm going to light the nether portal like so. Remove these blocks, and then it's pretty much just whatever you want to do. So I'm going to place a little stone slab there to make it look a little bit nicer. Maybe a little stone slab here, and then what you can do is climb up onto these, hop up, and enter your portal like that. So as you can see, we've got a nether portal in the base, but you might want to add a few more leaves around the tree if your tree is too small. I think I'm going to do that because it does look a little bit disproportionate, and that kind of annoys me. So I'll be right back when I've added a few extra leaves. Okay, sweet. So as you can see, what I've done is added a few more leaves, made the tree look a little bit bigger by hand. Like I said, if you have a smaller tree, you're going to have to do that if you want a bigger one, or just delete it all and regrow your tree. Why is there a sapling there? Probably where I deleted a leaf, I forgot to pick it up. But as you can see, that is it. That's a pretty cool way to have a nether portal, I think. I just kind of like how it's out of the way of everything else. You have to come up a tree to get into it. It's a little bit more tucked away than usual. But that is it, guys. Oh, actually, what we can do is add 2 little stone slabs like this, close the door, and then we're finally done. You don't have to add that, but I just thought it was a nice little touch. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed the survival base. If you have, make sure to smack that like button. Comment down below what you want to see me do next. You know, if there's any other, like, I guess, survival bases in certain situations, like a desert one or an underwater one you want to see, just put it down in the comments and I will try my best to get around and make those for you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more content just like this. Like the video, it motivates me to make more. I promise you that. I love you all so much. Stay creative, stay positive, and of course, I'll see you in my next Minecraft video. Bye, guys.